What is going on, guys? I hope you like this robot wiener in my mouth right now, but I am here with the Sequoia. Alright, so I'm going to kick off this video here with the Sequoia. We're going to be doing the first installment of this build. But before I get into this actual video, I want to spend about the first quarter of this video kind of briefly going over to, everything that's been going on. Because this is kind of the first real video, I guess, vlog style that I have posted in a really long time. And I know a handful of people have, messaged me, commented, and all that, just, glad to see me back. So for the viewers, the OGs, break it down really simple, really short, really fast. As I moved from Oregon to Texas, I was just dealing with a bunch of stuff, I guess, and even still moving to Texas, also dealing with a bunch of stuff. I sold I sold the 240, I sold all my other stuff, I sold everything of mine to make it out here. At the time, I wanted a fresh start. I thought that would be the answer to everything. It wasn't. However, not every opportunity is a negative opportunity. Every opportunity in life is a positive. Depends on how you look at it. Even if you struggle a lot and you go through a lot of bullshit, it's not the end of the world. It never will be until you're not breathing anymore. So the best thing that came out of this, I don't know if you're going to see her behind me, but I got my dog. I got a dog out of a lot of the bullshit I had to go through, and it was a struggle. But my best friend, legitimately, people say that. People are like, oh, my dog is like my child. My dog is my best friend. Oh, my God. But no, it's fucking true. It is 100% true. But to wrap this part up here, yeah, I'm back. We're going to be making content pretty much full-time again. It's not going to be like before where I was doing it every other day, stuff like that. But definitely at least two videos a month. I'm going to try for 4. However, the content that I'm doing here on the channel, a lot of it is not readily available or financially available at the moment. But I am going to be tackling stuff and planning stuff out accordingly as far as the big stuff goes. I will be posting shorts and TikToks and stuff like that of the side stuff because I am going to be starting this. So here in the garage, we got the oven, right? Okay. And we got some powder. We got a powder coating gun right here. Yes, we are going to be powder coating. I am going to be doing metal work. There's been a lot of stuff I've been looking into over the last year or so, ever since I started welding and doing fab work, which a lot of you won't know unless you actually follow me on Instagram and all that other stuff. So that's something we're going to be introducing on the channel here. Super excited about that, by the way. So I almost got it ready to start doing small stuff. Small stuff isn't stuff I can make, put on my website, sell it, whatever kind of thing right now, right? Just to get started. But anyways, here we go. It is absolutely 100% overexposed in the front. Quick run through of what to expect with this series for the Sequoia. So the purpose of this car was, well, I need a daily driver to and from work right now. And these are fucking 500,000 motors. If you know your fucking 2UZ platform, you'll understand why. But these things and Tundras are just consist of regular maintenance. Other main reason why I bought this car, this is now going to be the shop vehicle. So this is going to be something that can tow, haul. I mean, that's the whole reason why I got it. Originally I was looking for a Tundra, but if you know the Toyota truck market, you know that it's not exactly easy finding a good condition under $5,000. So the next best option would be the Sequoia if you could deal with an SUV, which I can. I don't mind them really. If I want to get really into it, I could make this like a Baja style, and that would actually be pretty fucking sweet. But I don't know if we'll ever do that, but I thought about it. What we are going to do though is this front bumper, taking it off. We're going to fab up our own bumper either out of 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch steel, depending on what I can find that is still going to be somewhat light, but durable enough that if I do hit anything, it's not gonna fucking just shatter on me. We're gonna be doing off-road lights, stuff like that. We'll be putting stuff in the bumper, stuff to mount a winch and stuff like that. This will all be stuff too that will be interchangeable with a Tundra as well between these years, because they are the same front end. And same with the running boards. So the running boards, we're going to be making our own with step lights and then lights on the bottom, stuff like that. So really my goal is to just make this thing super flashy. We're going to paint it, and then in the rear I'm like yelling like you guys can't hear me when I have this mic in my mouth. But in the back, same thing. Rear bumper, changing that up. That's actually going to have a step ladder. That step ladder is going to go to the top. We're going to build a custom roof rack where the front half is going to be able to fit 2 full sets of tires, front and back, right? So eight wheels and tires, varying from the sizes of 15 to 19 inches. I haven't given up on drifting yet. We're going to get back into it. I really don't know when I want to spend the money on a drift car, just because I have all these other stuff I really want to get going first. Yeah, so the front half is that. The back half is like going to be storage. And then there's going to be a ladder in the back here. Across this back windshield. It's going to stick out a little bit, of course. But it's going to have a little ladder so I can actually... Ow, fuck. So I can actually get up in there and move shit around. Everything's going to be powder coated. I probably won't powder coat all of this stuff right away, just because I got a small oven, bumper, running board, all that shit ain't going to fit in there. But in the future, I might just build one. I found at Home Depot for about $1,000. You can get all the material you need. Make yourself pretty much a walk-in oven. Doesn't look too hard to fabricate either. It's pretty straightforward. It's just some framing, some walls, some insulation, heating elements, fan to circulate the air. It's pretty fucking straightforward. So with all those 4 or 5 things being said, that's pretty much the first step of this build. We're going to be doing some interior stuff, but I want to get all the exterior stuff going first, just because the interior stuff is going to make more sense to do when I get all the lights and everything installed, because we're going to be doing their own switchboard and stuff like that. But with all that said out of the way, we're going to get started right now on the front bumper. Here's the plan. Here's what's going to happen. All right, so we're going to come over here to the bumper, the actual bumper, not the bumper cover. That's technically what that is considered, the plastic piece. That is not actually your bumper. That's your bumper cover. Your bumper is the metal part. What I'm going to do, because I actually need to charge my camera and everything for a little bit, is I'm just going to work. I'm just going to knock it down, get as much of it down as I can. But I'm going to blueprint everything. So throughout this video, instead of walking you guys through every little piece of the process, piece it together and then build the second piece and then build the third piece, which is the outside. So it's building the bumper, building the width of it and height and everything like that, and then building the sides so come out to the fender line. Everything's going to be sticking out about a little bit more. It's going to have more of an aggressive look to it. That's kind of like the vision in my head. But it's very tedious to have to like hold the camera and everything like that, and well, I'm by myself. So best plan of action here is going to be just knock out as much as I can off camera, then come back through each little step, or not little step, but little big step, I guess, if you want to call it that, and then walk you guys through the process. So got all this cardboard here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mock everything up and get everything blueprinted here. I got to go get my notebook so I can write all this down as well. And then I'll show you guys in this next clip the first step. All right, so I have completely destroyed the garage. That's been successful. The rest of this has been fairly successful. However, I'm getting done with the first stage of it, and I made a fucking big error. Now, I say a big error because if this was actual material, like metal, we'd be in trouble. But it's not. And this is why we kind of do it with cardboard first. At least with like super big projects like this. My dog is crying. She wanted to stay in, and then she's like, "No, I don't want to stay in. Come on." Okay. Kind of look at it here. Obviously there's like a good fucking inch of a gap. So I put it on, right? And I was like, it's kind of like rough. Let's rough out. Oh no, we're like, yeah, we're definitely. Okay, I don't have fucking. I need fucking 6 fucking hands right now. Lulu, you do not have hands. About 2.5 inches off. So what I'm gonna do is, this is fixable, right? So to design it, here's kind of what I've done. So these notes probably don't make sense to a lot of people. They make sense to me. This is how I've kind of like wrote stuff up, I guess, over the years, or I guess a little bit of time I've done it, the year. Now, I know there's probably a better way. I don't know a better way. This is the way I know. This is the way I can read. This is the way I can make it work. So if you saw on that piece of paper that I did write that it was like 4 inches, 4 inches 7/8 from the edge. Had a little line at the bottom of this one with the 2 cutouts. Now when I measured it, like I said, there's not really any good measuring points when building something like this, because you have like the top of here to the top of here, but because of the angle and everything like that, it's not 100% perfect, which is why you make something that can fit kind of where you want it and then get an idea. This piece that I built, actually where it sits is perfect, but that's also because I measured out from center. So I got the measurement from that end to that end and then divided that by 2. And then that was the measurement I had to measure out from center on this wider piece. So that actually gave me a perfect setting on each side here. This is right at the crease, and that's fine, because what's going to happen actually right here is, now think about it too, well, I thought about this earlier, but like the ending of this video is actually going to be probably just this first part, because I don't have the tool to square up like perfect, I guess, like triangles almost. There's a certain tool for it, and I don't have it. I got straight edges, and I do got a square and stuff like that, but not big enough for what I actually need it. This is going to be a pretty big, and what it's going to basically make is it's going to make like a diamond. Now it's getting pretty late. Well, not pretty late. It's like probably 7 o'clock. I don't know. I've just been out here. I did make a couple runs today, ran a couple errands, got some food, stuff like that. So I was about hour 20 minutes out of this project, and I started at 3 o'clock today. It's like 7 now, so this, all in all, mocking all this up took me a couple hours. But the point of this is the time you spend making sure everything's going to fit perfectly is going to save you a lot of time and money in the long run. When I'm ready to actually fab this up, I got all the blueprints, I got all the templates, I got everything right here ready to go. It's not even going to take me a full day, really. I do it this way. This is the way I learned how to build big projects like this. All right, so for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish fixing this up and get this to a point to where I can get everything mocked up and written down on paper and finish building the top part. But yeah, here we go. The next clip probably is going to be in daylight, because I'll probably finish it out tomorrow, but we'll see what I can get done tonight. Anyways, this is the next day. I just woke up. It was a lot of brain power last night, really, to kind of design this. So right here is kind of the stopping point, because what I want to do next is not use cardboard. Is I want to get this first stage built. That way it's more stable, more sturdy, and gives me a pretty much a perfect idea of what I need to do next. Because right now it's getting to a point to where it's like I can visualize it, I can see it and all that stuff, but without an actual structure, it's going to get a lot more difficult kind of mocking it up the way I am right now. So I know I said it was going to be like 2-3 stages kind of deal, and I originally thought the cardboard would be strong enough, but the moment I cut out the biggest piece, I guess, I mean, it got flimsy. So it is what it is. We'll just have to move on by getting it built first. But anyways, here's what we got so far. Bam. So that top piece right there is actually going to be taken out. We're going to take off this top piece that's underneath the headlight right here. And this is going to obviously go down more and into that spot. So that's where that is going to sit now. I guess I should say I have a couple ideas on what I want to do with these, the extended beams, I guess I'll be putting on there. Is I can either A, close it up, and that would just be that would be just part of the, I guess, the frame there, and just bolt it from the outside here, or B, I can make it all one piece and leave them open like that so I can get to the bolts. I'm thinking with the first option, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. When we get to this point, I don't know. But to wrap this up, what we need to do next here is for both sides. This is the same for both sides. We got to get measurements right here, get the second piece to come out about to the curve here. And then we're going to have to curve out or cut out a piece that's going to wrap around to the fender. The sides here are going to get these, I have these diamond shapes in mine that comes out to the fender line as well. All that stuff though, what I really need is there's actually a couple more squaring tools that I need to make them perfect. But with that, this first part is done. So I'm going to put this off to the side, use these templates, save. I have it all written down in my notebook, so when I get my welder, I need a cutoff, like a 4-inch cutoff wheel, a couple other tools here and there, and then material, and then pretty much be time to do that. And then I'll see about getting it powder coated, if it's not too much. If not though, we'll just go ahead and get it painted. Anyways, with that, I think the other thing too, after kind of visualizing some stuff on the car, the only other thing that I need to do like this would be to the rear bumper. Now, I understand if you're a absolutely master fabricator, you probably don't even need to do all this. I only have about a year or so, and it's not even like big stuff like this. So this is why I went with the cardboard, kind of like mocking it up, making designs, because it gives me a better idea of like a better baseline of what to measure off of and what to get my angles off of, and etc. And so and my content is definitely all about taking you guys along for the journey, and maybe it helps other people kind of get a better idea of like where to start. I don't know. I'm just somebody who says I'm just gonna do it, and that's what we do in life. But with that, I got to get all this put back together. I got a lot of errands to run today, so I will see you guys all in the next video. Stay tuned for that one. We might be doing more to the Sequoia, getting this all prepped up and ready to go, or hopefully by that time I will have most of my powder coating stuff that I've been looking to get, and we'll start doing some of that stuff. There's some really cool stuff I'm gonna be doing there, and then probably won't be in any time in the next like couple months, but I'm still looking for a cheap little drift car, something to fuck around with. I kind of want a second car. It's really hard to do the things I want to do with only one car, because like today, if I had a second car, I could just drive that to work all week and leave this, really fucking hammer out on this, but can't do that. But I digress, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Have a good rest of the week, or beginning of the week, whatever it is for you. Okay, bye.